probably about 10 years ago when I was in New Zealand seeing a lady, and she had her little son with her. And I noticed her son was standing like this with his finger like this, and the finger was twice the size. And I was looking at it, it was all red with it was like a volcano, pussy top. Now when a finger's that big, that's huge amount of pressure, that's pain. Remember, inflammation and swelling causes pain. And I said, what happened to the finger? And she said, it's cellulitis. That's what the doctor said. You know what cellulitis is? Inflammation of the cell. Oh, well, we can see that. But what happened? And she said, well, he had a blister there, and the blister broke, and he's playing in the dirt with his little matchbox cars. So what's happening now? You see, your skin is your protection. And when the dirt got into there, then immediately, it's incredible what the body does. It sends the SWAT team on, it sends the army there, swells it with lymphatic fluid to block it a little bit so it doesn't go through the whole body. The white blood cells come into, it's an amazing process. I said, what have you been doing? She said, well, he's on his second course of antibiotics. He's having painkillers couple of times a day and sleeping tablets to sleep. Little 7-year-old boy. I said, can I try something? She said, please. So all I had to do was get 2 mugs. This is New Zealand, so you don't have to put ice in the water. It's cold. And he couldn't handle it very hot at first, and that's understandable. I got him to put his good finger in, so you've got to work with them. He could handle that, put the sore feet, okay, put a bit more cold in. Yeah, you see, you've got to win confidence. 3 minutes, then 30 seconds in the ice cold, and I poured a little bit more boiling water into the hot. Yes, he put his good finger in, and is that okay? Yeah. Put his sore finger on, I looked at him, I'm smiling. Yeah, he can handle it. I said, yes, good. And I saw the same thing with this young boy. When he went into the second cold, I saw his body relax. I saw a smile come to his face. By the time we'd finished the 3, what's that, 11 minutes, with him I saw easily 50% reduction in his pain. And this little boy, now he's just smiling. And I just grated about a teaspoon of potato, because that tissue swelling, if ever you see tissue swelling, you want potato. Potato will reduce that tissue swelling. Even though it was a joint, I knew that most of the swelling was in the tissue around. And I wrapped it on and asked God to bless the poultice. And for the rest of the interview, I was with the lady for about another half hour. This little boy just sat smiling. When they got home, about 2 o'clock, the little boy said, can we do that again? Now, why did that little boy say that? I'd like to suggest it's the first time that he's experienced relief in the 10 days since it first happened. So they did it 2 in the afternoon, they did it, took it off, and I think by the end of that second one, it was right down. And he had his shower, did another hot and cold, another bite of potato. She said that next morning when they took it off, everything came away. Everything came away. So now the finger's back to normal. So this is not even 24 hours. The finger's right back to normal, and he's got a little bit of a hole there. Well, you keep it covered. And, well, I'll just leave it with him. If it gets a bit sore again, what do you do? Another hot and colds. No amount of hot and colds and no amount of grated potato will open that once it's healed. And it totally healed.